Hi guys.
Having a chocolate bar.
At Withernsea. What a nightmare of a day. Sorry I haven't got the microphones in, so if it's a little bit windy, I'm sorry. It's not windy, but there's a little bit of a breeze. What a nightmare of a day. I really did. We went all the way to Bridlington because we wanted to fish there. Went with just light gear and stuff, doing a bit of drop down the side and all that. So I mustn't turn away from the camera, so I'm forgetting I ain't yeah, went all the way to there, couldn't get parked. There's no parking at all, it's rammed there, absolutely rammed. So,
and it's a weekday as well.
And it's a weekday afternoon. Well, there you go, never mind. Sorry I've turned away from the camera, I'm so used to doing that. Yeah, so that was that. So we ended up, we drove back to
Withernsea South.
Yeah, luckily I had my Shakespeare one. Well, I had them, so I was going to use them on Bridlington. Just the 3p Shakespeare ones, because you can put it on the wall there, and I'm not casting that far. So I just bought those ones today. So I thought we'd come here and have a go out Withernsea instead. So I bought a few birds on the water out there. But yeah, see what happens. It's high tide, I think. I ain't got my watch because I need a new battery for it.
You feel naked
I've
without
taken
it.
the battery out and I ain't got one to go in it, so I'm waiting to keep forgetting to pick up a battery, so I ain't got my watch on, so I feel like it's just not a good day. It's not a good day. I'm really not thinking I'm going to catch much.
Get hope now.
Smooth out would be. I've got crab on one. I'm fishing up and down. I've got crab on one, bluey on the other. Lisa's got squid and black on hers. So we're sort of trying it a bit. Nice bit of colour. Colour goes out a good 120 yards or so. Probably more like 150 yards or so. Yeah, nice bit of colour there. So we'll see what happens. See if we can get anything. I might move the phone in a minute so you'll be out in the wind a bit more. But that's it at the moment, guys. I ain't even got the actual other tripod. I've got a new one that I've got on there, which is like a selfie stick.
Trying it out, a new one.
So yeah, it is, right, I can't even look on the phone because...
It was about quarter to 4.
It's about 4:15
Quarter
now.
to 2, isn't it?
No, it's 11 minutes past 4. 4:15 now. High tide, I think, is at around 5:30 time, so it's literally 2 hours. Not out. I was really gutted because Bridlington looked quite good actually. It wasn't busy there, but not for the fishing. But both car parks are just rammed. People are parked over the white lines. There's spaces but you can't even get in them. It's a nightmare. So there you go. I stopped at the bottom part of the pier bit because I thought, well, there's part of it says you can't park there. And I literally only sat in the van for a couple of minutes, and the next minute there's a car pulled up in front of me and he's on his phone doing all this. And if I'm probably going to get a ticket come through the post. If he does, I'll go down there, I'll find that bloke and I'll stick it right up his fucking arse. Right across the front of me and block me in as well.
Parked in front of us.
I thought, I'm only standing here to have a look, read the sign and see what it says. It says you can't park there. It doesn't say you get tickets or nothing, so that's whatever. Yeah, so anyway, that was that. And then we drove back to here, an hour drive to here, there, which I've just got every knobhead.
I know. A woman in a lamp.
Stone hitting the roof. Yeah, I saw I keep turning away from that bloody phone, don't I? So you won't hear me. I might have to run back to the phone, but I know I've got a tool over there, and I'll put them into the other bag.
The stones, just the stones. As it's kind of pulling it.
I'll bring those back in a bit, those rods. Move a bit further up. We're on this bay here. We're Withernsea South. That's the lifeboat is just literally there. The lifeboat station. We can just give you a little
bank here.
There, it's just down there. So we're here just a couple of sorry, I've moved it all. I've moved it all out of place now.
Couple of sections.
We've moved two bays down from that. Because this looks like we'll be able to stay on the beach when the tide comes up.
Even if we're up on the stones, it doesn't matter.
We'll just go up on these stones. That's it. Hopefully Might get something. So I'll bring you back in a minute, guys, when I get a little bit better organised.
He's going back for the mics, guys. Did it?
Hi guys, I'm back.
Hopefully no wind.
I went and got the microphone, so
they all saw.
I haven't got my muff thing, so it's clipped inside my shirt. Lisa's got hers on her bra strap. I'm not wearing a bra today, so I've clipped mine on my nipple. That'll do. It makes the video more exciting.
Ow.
So, and I might be getting a bite there.
Yeah.
I think I am. Either that or I'm getting a crab.
You're getting crabs again.
Could just be the excitement of the nipple crimp, but never mind. I've actually mounted the camera now on the rod rest, so that's all right. I know you can't see the rods, but we're looking at the rods, they're not doing nothing. So, but you can see us, so there you go.
Yeah.
What better thing than to be able to look at me all day? You know that pleasure, don't you, darling?
All the time.
So, anyway,
24/7.
I'll tell you what, I was a bit younger, like a couple of years ago, I would have run up that. You get halfway and you think, shit, I shouldn't have done this. If I slip now, I'm going to burn my fingertips by sliding down the concrete.
Well, you're trying to do a Spider-Man.
But I made it. Come on, I made it look easy. Shut up.
You ain't seen it yet. The guys will see it first.
And coming down, I came down the steps. I come back down the steps.
I went, are you going to come back down here? And he went, no, I'm going down the steps.
No, I'll go down the steps coming down, I think. God, how it gets you, eh? Well, I think I used to just run up and down that. My God. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, hopefully, come on, I deserve to be rewarded with something after the messing about today. We didn't go all last week fishing because it was so hot.
What, to leave the dogs at home?
The water's so clear, no one was catching really.
No.
And we can't lock the dogs up indoors when we go out when it's really hot. I mean, today it's a bit cooler. We've got all the blinds shut and I've got 2 big fans going to keep the house cool for them. I mean, last time we'd done that when we went to Bridlington on Saturday was 31, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we thought, well, we're only going for a couple of hours in the morning to see what it's like there. So put the 2 fans on.
Yeah.
One going that way in the house, one going that way. So when we got back home, actually it was really cool indoors.
It was nice and cool, yeah.
The dogs were all sitting there going.
All huddled up next to each other.
Yeah. Thinking you shaved us.
Yeah, we gave them a good shave.
I gave them a good clipping the day before that. Buster hates that being clipped. It's when you do round his bum and you do his willy. He hates it. He sulks for days afterwards, he really does. But he's a dirty bugger. He really is. So yeah, as I say, Bridlington, I mean, there was loads there on Saturday when we went, but we only went to have a look.
Yeah, the beach.
We didn't fish. We went and got a crab sandwich and stuff like that, didn't we? And some cockles and some wilks.
Cockles and wilks.
And we sat and had that. And then we said we'd go there today. We did. Well, we didn't really plan on it. We just thought we'd go and do it,
Last
didn't we?
minute, we just said we'd go, yeah.
Which we did. And like I say, it's packed. It's absolutely packed there. I don't know why, but
Your one's going a bit, isn't it?
kids, I think there's a crab. I think there's a crab on there. So I'm going to have a look at that actually. So I'm going to wind mine in.
I'm going to wind mine in a bit as well because I've only got squid and lug.
I'm fishing with one of my bait runner ones. Yeah, I even took these, my bait runner reels. See, look, like that. I took those to use there. I was going to put one of these rods over the side, and then I was going to use one one of my light rods for a bit of spinning and stuff, and I took an even lighter rod that I was going to use for dropping down the side, or even set a float up and do a bit of float fishing was what I was hoping to do, but
Didn't work out.
no one gave us a bit of space there, so I couldn't get parked, so that was it. Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a brass farthing.
Not a brass farthing. But they're still intact
Right.
as well, aren't they? Well,
Yeah, still got me crab. It's been pecked a little
still
bit,
got me crabs.
and I've got a tiny little bit of bluey still, so nothing's touched the baits as yet.
Right, I'm going to check mine.
Cool, that drag's a bit tight. That's it. So yeah. So I'm just fishing, like I said, I'm just fishing a one up, one down. I'm not worrying about getting out over far with the distance. Right, that bluey ain't over bad. I'm going to stick a bit of squid on top of the bluey, and I'm going to tidy up that crab, that elastic. Sorry guys, I know I'm a bit out of shot there. Trying to be right in your face. So I'm going to tidy up that elastic, and I'm going to put a bit of squid over the crab as well, and then I'm going to chuck it back out there. So Lisa's just winding hers in. Nope, she's got nothing neither.
No.
Right, I'll bring you back in a second. Hang on. Right, okay guys. So I've put a bit of squid on me crab and a bit of squid on me bluey, and I'm just going to go and give it a little cast. I've turned the camera around so you can see this side. I'm not casting mega far. Like I say, I haven't even got my finger stall. Lisa's got it.
You want to borrow it?
Nope, you're all right. I've got a 60-pound leader, and I've got 25-pound braid, because this is my light rig for fishing light, but it don't cast too bad. Let's see. I'll probably snap off this time. Right, that's not too bad. I'm probably going at I'm probably only just past the red thing on the end of the breaker. So that's that. Sorry if you've got the rod. I think you had Lisa's rod ring just in the corner of the
I zoomed it in a bit so you've got your
screen there.
more doing this cast.
But that's that. What I'll do is I'll turn you around and bring you back. Right, okay guys, brought you back. I love it with the bait runner though. See, you can just click the bait runner and everything's set on it. You know, none of that loosening drags off and stuff like that. You just have to do the bait runner, then give it a little twist, and there you go. You can tension it and everything. Brilliant. They were the ones I got off of Temu. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be as good as a Penn live liner or one of the Shimano's or something. You could go for one of the big pit reels with a bait runner on it, but they're going to be so expensive. These are just for a bit of fun fishing. I don't use them all the time. But Lisa's got her one. She's got the same.
And I like it.
She loves them. It's so easy for her, because her doing the drag and all that, she found it a bit...
Yeah.
Women do, don't they? A bit confusing for them, you know. It's technical stuff. It's man stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know women do a lot. Women fish, but it's really a man's thing.
Whatever.
And she finds it a bit technical. So the bait runner's easy for her. That's why I got them. And when I got them, I thought, they were like 32 quid.
Something like that, yeah.
Only 32 quid. So, you know, and you get a spare spool with them as well. And I thought, well, if it packs up in 6 months, all right, so what? I know not to buy them again. But if it lasts, I've had some of that sort of stuff and it's lasts for years. Cheap reels. They all come from China anyway, all of them. But I do like the Penn, the live liner, and I might be tempted at some point to pick them up. But everywhere I've looked, the 8,000 size, the biggest one, is out of stock. So they've only got the smaller ones, and I want big spools. But I'll let you know with time. You'll see how these go. Let's get a nice smooth hound or something, or a nice full back on it.
Well, I did, didn't I? I got my smooth hound on it.
Yeah, let's get a nice big smooth hound on it.
Not my baby. My little baby that I
We'll
got.
get a nice big smooth hound on it and see how it handles that. But no, I got them basically to use like this on these my Shakespeare. I love these Shakespeare, my agility ones. They don't make them no more. which is a shame. They're good rods, they are. Like I say, I'm not whacking it out. I will maybe borrow that finger stool in a bit. Well, borrow it's mine. I will.
No,
I might
you
use
borrow
that
it.
and give it a
You can
good whack
borrow
out.
it.
But yeah, £25 braid and a £60 leader at the moment. I can't use £60 on my Century rods on the T900s. I keep snapping it. You wind it up and I've just snapped £60. I use 130 and well at the moment I'm using 140 braid leader. Or I use £80 mono. But I'm not keen on using. Oh yeah, I'm getting a bite.
Already?
Yeah, look that rod, look.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna give it a second. It's given a few. That's definitely going.
Yeah.
So I can't show you the rod at the moment, guys.
If it goes again, we'll turn the camera around and I'll do it.
Right, I've tied this on here, so I can't just like pop it off, if you like. Let me just make sure that's all secure there. It stopped. It's not going again at the moment. Might be crabs. I don't know.
It is going, isn't it? Oh, that's you.
No, I was moving it. I'm just going to tighten the line up a little bit. It's staying bent right over, so
Yeah.
could even be something on there. But I'm not going to move it just in case it is a ray going onto the because I've got a fish bait. I'll see if it moves again. I've got a feeling it's a crab, but who knows. If it starts going, I'll take the camera off of there and I'll let Lisa hold it and she can show you. That's a bit of movement anyway.
Yeah.
That's something.
It's a bite.
It's a bit of movement. See if it comes back for it.
I'm getting a couple of little stinkers.
Yeah, so that's all. I was a bit quiet there. I was mesmerised by looking at my tip sitting still. I got a fear it might have been a crab, but I don't know. Although nothing touched the first lot. It's got a lovely bit of colour out there. Like I said, it's got to be, well, now you're looking at probably about, over water, it's hard to judge this. It's probably about 200 to 300, about 300 yards out, I'd say. Well, at least 250 yards out anyway. You've got colour going all the way along. So, hopefully, we'll see how it goes. And fishing in t-shirts, so it's nice and warm.
Well, yeah, exactly. Look.
It's nice and warm, yeah. I say, really didn't plan on fishing on the beach, did we?
No.
No. So.
We were saying the beach doesn't look good this at the moment.
Well, it's not at the moment. It's been very quiet, and there's not been much coming out. It's really. But it's luck of the draw, isn't it? You might just hit air and a few smooth hounds might come past, or a ray or something, and you pick something up. I was really hoping the mackerel were going to show, but
this colour now. Mine's going a bit, isn't it?
my plan is to get out and do a bit of tope fishing. So that's my plan. But I'm waiting really for the hounds to come back in force, and then I'll go and I'll put a couple of tope baits out there. So you know, the tope like to come in and get the pups, don't they? So someone's going swimming down there. I know, it's a dog. I thought that woman swims funny.
She only knows doggy paddle.
I thought it's some blonde woman going in for a dip. It's not. It's actually two Labradors. I look much the same from a distance, didn't they? Oh well.
She does a good doggy paddle.
Very doubtful she's going to watch this video, so I can say what I want, really, can't I?
She minds going a bit as well, but I think, like you said, it might be crabs.
Yeah, there might be. I don't know. I'll have a look at that bait and see. Yeah, I thought I'd leave you on for a bit, guys, just so you can see. So, yeah,
Seeing us though.
seeing us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have a little chat.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the views that have done the wood turning ones. I've put up a couple there.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, it's just free tuition. That's all it's for.
That's it. Thanks for all the new subscribers on the fishing channel as well, because we have had a
Yeah, I always forget to say. Yeah, if you could give us a like or a subscribe or whatever, you know, be nice. Help get the channel going. I know we ain't done a lot on the fishing at the moment, but it's just a combination of weather and with being busy with doing other stuff.
times of the tides.
But we've found a lot more places. We've been out and we've had a look at a lot more places where we want to fish, where I want to fish for the winter. Basically, I'm looking for, I know it's only just started summer. Well, we had it last weekend, didn't we?
That all came and went, yeah.
Saturday, it was a nice summer, weren't it? I enjoyed it. It was the longest day of the year as well, so it was a long summer. Now we can look forward to getting into winter. Now, I look forward to September. I always do. But once the sort of summer starts, I used to be out there, shorts every day. From the moment you could get into shorts, I was in shorts. I used to work in shorts all the time. Shorts and a vest, that's all I wore. And now I can't stand the sun. I don't want to be in the sun no more. I like being wrapped up. I like the tracksuits, me hoodies, hoodies, tracky bottoms,
We're
wrapped
both
up,
the same.
nice and warm. Yeah, that's how I like to be.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to September and October. So when the whiting and that start, and then there's a chance of the getting the winter species in and getting the cod and stuff start showing up in the haddock, that'd be good. And we've found some nice places we want to fish, and we've fished some night times then as well. So that should be good for this winter. So there you go. We only started last September fishing around here. Like I said, I started in, it's either 1979 or 1980 when I first went fishing. When I first ever sort of started. And then I've gone into all sorts of fishing, but it's only the last September that I started fishing up here.
Because you were showing me.
And that's what I said, well, I'll teach you to fish, didn't
Yeah.
I? So then Lisa come fishing with me, and that way we get to go out and spend the day together. Unbelievably, yes, you know.
24/7.
Yeah, we're work partners, married, do everything together, don't we?
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's a very lucky woman, see, to have such a wonderful man to spend all her time with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just very patient and tolerant. No, we just have fun, laugh and joke every single day. There's not a single day goes by where we don't laugh and joke, and we laugh at each other, we laugh at ourselves. Yeah, we just have fun. That's all it is. Our whole life is just fun.
Yeah.
That's what we try to make it all the time.
So I'm going to have a look at this because it's getting so many things and it's probably stripping my bait off completely.
Probably are.
Yeah. I'm going to have another look.
Okay.
It's probably stripped it off.
I don't think she's got anything on there. So, yeah. So we've been enjoying it, sort of having a mooch round, trying to find places where to fish in that. I've probably fished poo pipe quite a bit, which we can see from here. There's a few on the beach. I can actually see there was a few people on the beach there when we first got here. Tide's coming up quite a bit on there now. But yeah, we just dropped in here because it's close. The van's parked just there, the other side of that wall, and it was so easy for us just to get on here because we'd lost so much time.
Strip one.
And I mean, we did debate whether we would have gone to the beach in the first place, but thought no, we didn't want to go to the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't fished down at Macro for quite a while, but I don't know whether anything's being caught down there or if it's doing any good. I suppose we'll have to go and give it a little go.
Yeah, we haven't been for ages, have we?
It just seemed to go a bit quiet, the river, didn't it?
Yeah.
Other than just the flounders. So
even the flounders have disappeared.
yeah. And we'll have to come out and do a bit of night time and see if we can get some sole or something. And do that. I fancied breeding. I just wanted some mixed species, really. It's just, I know there's been a few rays caught there.
Yeah.
There was a couple of mackerel caught last week, but they're not in any numbers or anything at the moment. We see quite a few dabs being caught, didn't we?
Yeah,
On
dabs.
Saturday,
Yeah, those dabs.
catching dabs and stuff.
I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
put
I quite
a bit
like it actually. I quite like the look of that there for a bit of fishing.
I'm gonna put a bit of fish bait on them.
Parking is just another thing, isn't it? And I wanted to do a bit of everything, so I had quite a bit of stuff I wanted to take. Other than that, if I know it's going to be like that, I'll just take my one small rod, bit of tackle in a bag, and I can park in the, down the road and walk. But today it would have been about 20-minute walk from where we could have got parked, so we didn't bother. Don't really do all that long walking for fishing now. Putting a bit of bluey on, yeah?
Fish, yeah.
Fish.
Fish.
Right, okay guys, well if anything does happen, I'll bring you back. Okay guys, I just thought I'd show you what the sea actual conditions are like. So, put that, sorry you've got Lisa's rod ring in the way there. Can't really help that, but that's the sea conditions anyway. So, I'll just zoom it up, fairly flat. Okay, pretty good out there, nice and clear. You can see right the way out, nice clear sky. So there you go. I think we're literally about half hour before high tide, so I'm not surprised that it's a bit dead over high tide. I'll turn you right, yeah. So I'm not surprised it's a bit dead over high tide, because quite often I find that hour, just that last sort of hour before high tide, it tends to go a bit quiet. It has done most of the times when I fish down along, so there you go.
There,
But Lisa's getting a little rattle.
yeah. I think it went a bit slack as well, didn't it?
Oh, now we've got a boat coming past.
Oh, great.
He's all right. He's got a couple of fishing rods on there, so he's obviously been out fishing. Thank you. You could have gone a little bit further rather than right over the top of my baits, but then never mind. There you go. Right, so the sun's gone in for a minute. Yeah, we'll anything happens as usual, I'll bring you back.
Oh.
Right, I've just brought you back, guys. Lisa's just going to have a cast.
No, I forgot to put me lead weight.
Oh, she hasn't clipped the lead up, so she's going to clip the lead up first.
Hang on.
Yeah, so there's the lifeboat just there. And then, so I'll do it nice and slow. As I go round, and if you look down that way, you'll see right down there, sort of, where's my finger? All right, down there, that's poo pipe. So, there we go. This is where we are. So, all good. Let's zoom you out again. So Lisa's going to have a cast, so I'm just handheld at the moment. It's, not a lot happening on the rods. Baits are coming in pretty much all right. I mean, even when we had a little sort of a rattle, it's still coming untouched. So I don't know what's going on there. No crab activity. So sorry. Right, there's Lisa. She's going to have a cast. There we go. So she's not doing too bad. She's got a lot better now. she's doing better. So there you go. And as I said before, just using my Shakespeare tips rods, these blue ones. Weren't as keen on them when I first got them. I had the first ones, these are the Agility 2. I had the first ones which were in a dark blue. These are in this light coloured blue, and not as keen on them, but it is what it is, isn't it? They're 12'9", 4 to 8 ounce, but they're not, I wouldn't cast an 8 ounce on them, they're a bit soft for that, but they don't bounce about in the wind. They sit quite well. They've got a nice sort of midsection on them, sort of stiffish midsection. I've had thornbacks and everything on them. I've had some nice fish on those. Sorry, I put my finger in the way of the lens there. I've had some nice fish on these, but I kept them mainly as bass rods because they've got a beautiful tip on them for the bass, and that's why I have them. And they're 3-piece. So they go in the back of the car and back of the van easy. Originally I bought them, I said before, I bought them down at Dorset because I was in a bed and breakfast. I was having to leave them in the car, and you don't want stuff left on site, not down there. Not around Weymouth area, I'm afraid. You don't want to leave tackle on site in the car. Right, anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit, guys. I'll turn you around. Right, guys, I brought you back. As you might notice, you're over there now. So I turned the sea round.
Just for you.
So yeah, we put you over there for now so you can see the rods. Sorry, there's not much I can do. Nothing's happening.
Come up to high. It's gone past high now, isn't it?
Trying to put something into a video. So
I think it's just reached the high, isn't it? That is the high. It was about 10 past 5.
Yes,
so...
that is high tide now.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that maybe in the sort of last hour to run down of it, we're only going to stop for another half hour to an hour, depending on whether we get any bites. If I haven't had a bite in the next half hour or so, then we'll probably call it a day, and we'll try Bridlington or something on another day. Someone else go out on the boat now. They've just had their boat put in the water.
Oh, right.
So, I know they've been getting some tope and that, haven't they, out on the boats?
Yeah, on the boats, yeah.
So, as I was saying, I'm hoping to have a go for some tope.
Not on a boat, though.
Not on the boat, no, off the beach. I don't do boat fishing, no. I used to do it. He's got his rods on there, so he's going out for fish.
That, yeah.
He's on his own on there. I used to go out on the boats quite a lot at one time, but I haven't been out for years on the boat now, not donkey's years. But I did have a bit of a problem with vertigo, which is your balance there. So I don't know how I'd get on with whether I'd be seasick or not, because I can't be spun round or nothing like that. That sort of fucks me up a bit. So, and I'm not really that into boat fishing. I'm not really into worrying about what I catch. I'll just come fishing for fishing.
Come fishing.
Yeah. I mean, I want to catch because that's what I'm here for, really, is to catch a fish. But I like to catch a fish to take home and eat. I like to catch something I can keep. That's why I'm not really worried, as long as I get something and some nice fish. I hope to get some nice sized dogfish would be nice. I'll take them home and have that. I love dogfish. Love it.
I've never had them.
No, you ain't had it yet, have you?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see on the it's the other side of Liza. He's gonna go past here in a minute on this boat. You might come into
Coming in yet?
Coming
in now.
It's just basically coming in front of me rods. No, I can't see him on there. Can't see him on there. He's right in front of me rods anyway. He's going off over that way.
Yeah. In the distance, yeah.
So yes, anyway. What can you do? What can I say? What can I say? It's just not happening at the moment.
Well, we can only but try, can't we? So.
Yeah, it's been quiet on the beaches, hasn't it? There's not been a lot happening just lately. A lot of people have been blanking, so. I just wanted to get a rod in the water and have a little go, especially after the messing about. I mean, it was two and a half hours of driving, weren't it? We had 2.5 hours of driving. I must say though, that just down from just at the bottom of the other pier, isn't it? Whatever it's called. There's a nice, but if you like the shellfish, they do a nice crab sandwich. They're expensive, but everywhere is now. And their cockles weren't gritty, and the wilks were nice as well.
Yeah.
We had cockles and wilks. Prawns are too expensive. I won't buy the prawns, they're too expensive.
Tiny little tub.
Tiny little tub, like no, you get a big bag of them out of Iceland.
Yeah.
Crabs have got dear, haven't they? Bloody hell, it's been a while. We ain't had crabs since we was at Hastings, have we?
Yeah, I know.
And
that crab soup, didn't I?
The price of crabs now.
Yeah.
I do like crab.
Hot and spicy crab soup. Mm.
Yeah. I just like to have a whole crab and just
I like the claws because
break it up. Yeah. Oh. But yeah, that is nice actually. Very nice crab sandwich we had there, didn't we? So, and right next door to it, roast pork sandwich.
Going for that one next time.
I'm going for that one next time. The roast pork. God, look, there's a joint of pork there. It really looked nice.
All the crackling.
But the thing is, we was upstairs the other day, and I got me shorts out because it was really hot. I said I'm going to get a couple of pairs of shorts out. Put a pair of shorts on, had a tie, and I looked in the mirror and I said, "Bloody hell, these have shrunk a bit, haven't they? Since I last wore them." I have put a bit of weight on.
You said you put these in the tumble dryer, didn't you?
I've put a bit of weight on since I last wore those, and I said I'm going to have to do something about this. Look at it. So I got rid of the mirror. That's it.
Can't see it now.
Can't see it now. Done. No, I have. I've put weight back on.
We both have.
Yeah, I did. I lost it all. But I just can't be bothered with the.
I'm relaxed.
I can't be bothered with exercising now. I really can't.
Care, no.
I was walking when I do power walking.
Yeah.
Exercising, doing press ups, doing sit ups, doing weights, doing everything. You just have to work so hard to keep it going, don't you? I can't get bored with it.
Yeah, I get bored.
So now I go on the alternative. See, I have like a Mars bar and a Diet Coke because one counteracts the other. See. No, I don't actually eat. I don't eat chocolate. I don't eat a lot of stuff. No. Well, actually, I have just lately. I've been eating a little bit of chocolate, and that's my nemesis, isn't it? That does me every time. Chocolate. Yeah.
Sweet food, and it's sweet.
Sweets. I don't normally go for sweet stuff. I stay off of it as much as I can, but just lately I've had a taste for it again. Oh, not much happening. But the muscle's all still there underneath.
It's well hidden.
It's just well, you keep getting pestered by these women all the time, don't you? So I sort of tried to disguise it a bit.
I'm getting all these little ding. You're getting a few as well, but you know it's crabs, isn't it?
And women come up all the time. Can I touch you? Might they?
Yeah.
Mightn't they? Mightn't they?
Just might.
Well, they might.
They just might.
You know, might. I'll stuff it. Well, little pull of mine.
Yeah.
And a little knot then. That's what it's been doing though.
No.
And I thought crabs were stripping it, but it's coming in.
They're not even stripping them, yeah.
No, it's coming in untouched.
Yeah, look mine.
The bait, they're definitely getting little taps. There's no waves on it.
No, there's nothing, no.
But never mind.
Never the mind. Oh,
Never mind. It is what it is. It's nice and sunny. It's warm. I've chilled now. I've relaxed after my
Mars bar.
after what?
Your Mars bar.
Yeah, I did have a Mars bar. I had to get one from Tesco,
I
didn't
know,
I?
you were starting to go a bit funny.
I felt like I needed something, so I had to get a drink, and I had a Mars bar, so I needed some sugar.
Well, they saw me eating mine at the beginning. I don't do Mars though, I don't like Mars.
I don't know, right? That's the first Mars bar I've had in about 4 years.
I find them a bit too sweet then.
About
They're
4 years
really,
since I last had
really
one. I
sweet,
just fancied. I just had a fancy for it.
No. I had a Snickers.
Well, that boat is gone right off down that way.
Was it? Oh yeah. Right out.
Miles off down that way. It's good.
Oh god, here we go with the stone throwers.
No, they're away from us, so they're all right. Yeah, well, what can I say, guys? I'm sorry, there ain't a lot of content to this. Well, you're not seeing me pulling one fish in after the other, but
well, apparently people are like,
I'm not worried about that.
Hounder.
Well, no, it's not at the moment. That's it. They're not
isn't.
about. No one's. Not been many videos going
No.
up really. I haven't seen much going up, but
I think it was
and
about
I've been doing.
or so.
I've been doing a lot on the more on the wood turning ones at the moment.
Yeah. Well, because we're
That's
quite
what I do.
busy as
That's
well.
what I do.
Yeah, and we're busy too.
And we're busy. Yeah, we're very busy still. So all good. But yeah, no doubt. I suppose we're going to need a big blow up or something before we get the hounds back in, or they just turn up at some point. I
Yeah,
don't know.
they'll turn up.
We're going to try North Withernsea next, don't we? I think go up that way
the
a
other
bit.
end, yeah.
Maybe give it a try. I don't know.
Well, the fact that boat went off in that direction.
Yeah, it's nice being down here. As I say, feel nice and chilled now, relaxed. Just needed a bit of relaxation. That was all today.
Yeah.
And it was a bit stressful going. Yeah, well, it wasn't stressful, but it was annoying. Go all the way to say Bridlington and can't get parked up. So we waited a while. It was all trucks, weren't it, in the car park, like from the fishermen or something.
The fishermen, yeah.
The boats, from the boats and stuff. Those all parked up there. And each car park had like 5 or 6 cars driving around it, waiting for spaces. So I wasn't going to hang around. I didn't think it would be like that.
No,
Not on the week. Not on a weekday. Not on a Wednesday.
No, not on a Wednesday.
Not on a Wednesday. God, I thought they'd all have to go and sign on. No, I didn't think it'd be like that on a Wednesday. So otherwise, we would have gone just to the beach, wouldn't we? One of the beach marks.
Yeah.
And then we was going to drop in and have a look at Oldborough and Tunstall and all that, but we just wanted to go and get a rod in the water, really, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's quite high down there at Poopa. There's not a lot of beach left down there. Down at Poopa, so it must be quite high. It says 5.8, I think it says on the thing, but I don't know where that's measured. That's measured here isn't it, somewhere.
You said that the lighthouse or something, isn't it? So
I was going by the one which is the lifeboat as well,
I'm going to try and see
but
it.
done for Humber Bridge. But that's 2 hours out. That hasn't been altered for British summertime. So I worked out why I was getting it wrong when I was coming here. Because I was taking an hour off, an hour difference. Like this is an hour earlier than there. But I was getting it wrong each time, and it's not. It's 2 hours difference at the moment because it hasn't been a change for British summertime. Although it says on there it automatically changes. And then you scroll further down and it says it's not changed for British summertime. Oh, I don't know. I think they just wanted to confuse me. That's all it was. It don't take a lot. Right, Lisa's winding in. Nothing on there.
No,
Bait's untouched.
untouched.
Yeah, bait, it's a shame. I don't want crabs nicking the bait, but at least if the crabs are taken, so at least something's happening, isn't there? There's
And
some
it's fish
activity.
bait. You'd think that they'd.
And that's fish bait as well. I mean,
Yeah.
crabs should be jumping straight on that.
Yeah.
Because you put bluey on, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got blue in. One has got blue in squid. So
So yeah, crabs would normally be straight on that, but even they're not interested. Right, okay guys, well
maybe one last cast, I think. This is all coming up.
probably going to have one last cast. I'll bind mine in, have a bait up, and then nothing happens. That'll be that. So I'll bring you back if something happens. Right guys, I've just brought you back to say bye-bye really. Nothing's happened. It's now 6 o'clock, so I think we're going to wind in and call that it.
Yeah.
So, not a bite. I mean, I had that one bite. It actually gave a good knock, but whether that was a crab, whether it was a fish, I don't.
I've been constantly getting those little ones.
Constantly getting little pulls, but nothing. The bait's coming in untouched. So I've just put another peeler out there. But nothing.
Put another bit of squid and lard in the sea.
And there is plenty of colour. All right, it's not really coloured, but there is colour there. Out quite a way, so there's no excuses really. But the fish haven't bothered to show, so can't do nothing about that. If they're not there, I can't catch them.
No.
So I'm going to say a toodle pip, a fairly do wells, and we'll see you on the next one. And hopefully we might get to go to Bridlington. I was hoping to do some float fishing and stuff like that off of there.
Yeah.
I think that could be quite good, and dropping down just down the side.
Yeah. And we've got a drop net that we haven't had a chance to use yet.
Yeah, I was going to put a drop net down, see if I can get something in that.
Yeah.
So yeah. But hopefully we get parked next time when we go there.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I can't believe it. Saturday, hottest day of the year. Longest day of the year,
sunny, hot,
and we got there. It weren't early.
No, it was about 9ish.
We got later than that. It was about 10, half 10, something like that. Maybe 11 o'clock.
No, yeah, it's late.
It was about 11 o'clock, and there was loads of parking, tons of parking there.
The beach was packed as well.
And the beach was really packed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But loads of parking, so I thought it would have been very easy to park today, but
no.
There you go. For some reason. Happy Wednesday, isn't it, for people, I suppose? I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Everyone's
But
off today.
anyway, that's nothing we can do about that.
That's
it's gone and passed. So I'm going to say toodle pip. We're going to be on our way home.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for joining us if you have. If you haven't, then well, you ain't going to know nothing about it anyway, are you?
Bye, guys.